Ewe busiafo e mamu mama kwa aba ye de Mpu Ne Mpu no ebremo na ansa na ye be Mpu Ne Mpu asem ne kra ne nyame de afe akebinum fie unti ye ne wani enyimom na ye celebrate omo ne enda nyame ase ema wonum enkwa te se ye nuaba afie adutwim wa amrosa ene ye wa wodanti ye koso ama happy birthday and Mrs. Linda Roxing our Rehoboth Properties ene ye wa woda Mrs. Odefo owo UTV any other phone nyina Emma happy birthday na sa na happy birthday so enko Emma Innocent Ousu formerly with Daily Graphic, now you are with Immigration Service, Ghana Immigration Service. May the good Lord shine his light on you, your life, and be great. Have a blessed day from Robert of UTV. Inti yema utinkwa ema awodapa. Na a quick announcement. Office of the First Lady say yen country mu say World Women's Day and International Women's Day no wo hihye na wo twemu dwumadi ananka mpomponso ne ye ne a high level event anka ne mu ko hyiemu wo Labadi Beach emma kwakwa wo do to nsafrem esane COVID-19 and as coronavirus case I detect wo Ghana nti de obesa ni se program no ye twem if you say eba ni say ya apomde adwuma fotufu say mema ye nhia emmo chinku nti sa World Women's Day and International Women's Day high level meeting and answer event na keba so Labadi Beach na First Lady office na ye no wotwemu ose okoso asre se obi ani apomuden enhyehyeye ne so obi ani apomuden enhyehyeye ne so apomuden enhyehyeye ne sen yemfa nsuo enhoro yensa ensuo a etene papo anu ensuo na yemfa samena nso enka ho afi yenyai ensa ye de to nsayem achiachia na obi anso nye physically active se wo feel se why no phone fever bia bemu a na wakwayare sabia se wo so obi sa bomodia na eyi empenifo asitwe 050-949-7700 and 055-8439-868 na response team no emra na wo meboa ene ye kasa e de afa Unipass ehun omaya yetimi baabi aban wonton su wonton nyadoa no wonton tosi eto no wogegye revenue baabi kase pa aban nya ne revenue efi eye ensuhanoa enema hodo a yeyi edifi honom na eya na niama no edu baabi ani yie na ye den ni yie den ne danchen so a na se bi mu so at system na se kona fast bam enti sika nka ese kwa aban ho no na mane na akodi baabi a ensesedi ti aban si o sesi ai de se de be ni ebetimi enhu se bibia a eba esese eba no ye per software betumi aye adwuma ne kama na yesi Korea fo aye bia ma na yeye enti wonom de ne ye Unipass kane no na wo yisu West Blue ni GCNet no na nimdifo na ba no won ba cheche mu se wo mo system ne sen na esitie na ne ye di ni e masen yesi ne yenye custom to custom se bi wo afa ni ye be free be busa no nipa no de obaye woso no aye woso dada yesi Unipass de enkeye ebeboa enti omo kan omo say single window enti nkrata asem ni bibia bibia wo kra ne ma na firi no hu bibia no abedru customs for ni wo kra ansa na wo ba why wadwen so don say be kan krata no na so ebi nso say hey Unipass be enye aden omo se eno omo kra no kra na ban be hwe sika ene ese ene yensi nkunwan na yeni hu nkomo no krakra ne se 26 February and a senior minister Emma directive de call say from the port first March na Unipass enhyehyɛ no hyase aye adwuma na so first March na esi kwasi ada ti anya adwuma na sa ade chen be dwoada so no ne benada no ka osi ehu se ye adwuma afa yesie ye hyase no kra ntimi nya adwuma ene niama emanfo yi nyina o ma ye stranded yesie no kra na be mankofo atimi atwe afamu no ene yesie ne yeni sa Unipass hu nkomo amanfo se ye pa ama animdifo a wo mu nim Unipass fo no kra so mu nim Korea fo no ebi ti se owura ya nsia wo ye member ma Ghana Integrity Initiative and osan ye international trade expert na wutie no a enra me amtia na mse opani we de wa abra be ka wasem o se me de minim obi abade minim se ma study system de ye pa enti e wo se aban de ye adwuma be bo ama illicit cash flows efi ho na mse papa brofo ne so ti eja ya unsia aba na ye wo Dennis Amfusifa edwadifo ni mu no se ye wo gift Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders menkrofo no ke odimo omo se omo panyi kura de Edward Akron aka se ade ne de aseye nanso ni implementation no nti omo hu so papa nanso Chamber of Freight and Trade for so say eye pa nti omo de no mo fi se Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders and last week Wednesday ye ni omo hia e wo kase boso nti ne ye pese ye betie Ghana Chamber of Freight and Trade for so say wo mo so de no mo hu nti a wonom se eye Dennis Amfusifa na ye president na eye dania ebi mu so behu asisinasini ne epowom eno nche se hey wo mo ya abonsanfo da bi enye obi a na behu no se eye ebi so anade oti eche ni so na behu se aha munye se amunye ni senti ekuo ase perform so se ade ne de enhyeda nye papa se ye papa so amonto mo na munye ni ye nti ehu so nti ase perform so de na omu hu ni ye omu so meka nche nti eja Mensa Thompson and so executive director Emma Asepa. Era no mamo ache mamo akwaba. Nyame hyiram. Pamcho papa yo hweko tutuntum no said me bubu odin no. Wan hwe ya ona ye eja Mensa no. Eja nsia, eja ya onsia GII and international trade expert and at the otitua no shek aftan fefefe no owura Dennis Amfusifa our president Emma Chamber of Freight and Trade and at the Otoeja Dennis so no so ahye ni quote fefefe no owura Mensa Thompson our executive director Emma Asepa enti maminko against for no Asepa what do you see wrong with Unipass actually near count in female papa to what secretary pacho edie na ewo Unipass nshade kra fe ne pilot ye edie no mo hu mo negative
yo me ne aba me dase ma memfa egia kese ma watifo ena no pay am say broni ewo kasa bi brofum ye kan say you don't change a winning team
okay
before we were going to say o sesa bibi no that means there should be seen to be a war at the corner wo yenim and I say ade a ode ba no papa esen dada na e wo no nti ode ba na ode abe improve the wo dada no I think say no na ye ade a ebe trigger BBC
okay
yenhwe GCNet na West Blues for ejumedie
okay
so far yenhunu a single issue efasa GCNet for any jumedie no ebi amenu no mo beka kire some of the difficulties in tia enunti ye to sa whole arrangement na to atwene akofa Unipass aba as we speak GCNet a system omni West Blue na manage a port for almost 2 decades oma build the system and the infrastructure to be able to achieve the needed revenue yenya no so government of Ghana buying about 35% shares the GCNet deal nim okay Ghana buying revenues enti afibia no GCNet omutua dividends the ma Ghana buying 35% no GRE mu 20% Ghana Shippers Authority mu 10% okay. And GCB Bank omu 5%. Okay. And all these are holdings Ghana buying edisika ebre Ghana buying. In terms of taxes, so
Oto boase what taxes so akafra se me twa so but the oka say GCNet for the any West Blue no Ghana buy 35%.
Yes.
Unipass dey ebeye wholly Ghana buy there
100
enti dey me what 35% any there menya ebeye me there 100% after some years no dey hin na nke ye good deal.
It's not true.
Onti owura kwakuku atenboa.
It's not true. It's not true. Ghana Link deal no. Ghana Link omune a share Unipass deal we no. Ghana buy there. Enti we are rather diluting 35% stake no rather to zero.
I see.
Tax. So taxes. GCNet is the second highest taxpayer to government of Ghana. Usha Unipass deal now. We are giving Unipass tax holidays. GCNet at the ekra normal craftsman on a Ghana. Omu duties. Taxes ma buying. Ghana link there. Yes say. Omu tuahe. So in terms of revenue, we are going to lose a lot of money. There are a lot of legal lapses with this whole arrangement. Miniaba. Okay, the LI. This is Customs Regulations LI 2248 2016.
Okay.
This LI gives utmost, your friend is saying, powers and also control over the port to the finance minister.
Okay.
Finance minister and the control over the port in terms of the revenue collection and what have you. Now, this Unipass arrangement was signed between government of Ghana through the Ministry of Trade and Industry. The Ministry of Trade do not have that capacity to sign that arrangement because per the LI, in fact, Unipass deal is to the extent to say it has been captured in the LI. GCNet,
Ministry of Trade,
they don't have that capacity to do that.
But GCNet contract, and why not sign it those times?
Yeah, which one?
GCNet contract, in 2015 or 2016, it was signed by Mr. Skill Gabra, who was then the Minister of Trade.
I don't have the GCNet contract here, so I cannot verify
but
that.
Me catch some information and me what you say. Or
yes,
no signing.
But it's wrong.
But it's trade.
But it's wrong. No,
oh, sir.
It's wrong. Per the LI, per the law, per the Customs Act,
Ghana,
it's wrong.
Customs
yes.
Act,
I feel so. Ministry of Trade sign arrangement ni we You're afraid to be condition precedent. The condition precedent to this Unipass deal, they say, I was say the existing infrastructure, GCNet should transfer the existing infrastructure to Unipass or to Ghana Link before the deal can take effect, the contract can take effect.
Oh, really?
Yes. Meanwhile,
and that's a third match in Omusha pilot.
Yes.
They have not transferred anything, but no more.
But they can't transfer, and GCNet will not transfer because the system is not owned by government of Ghana.
But now Unipass for ne year juma. They have their me feel so almost
Unipass
system no robust.
Unipass in year juma baby. I have found a Unipass for year juma.
But
a single port of entry or Ghana Unipass year juma. Up to date, they have not been
I think
able to.
Western region.
Before. We have called Elubo, we've called Paga, we've called a number of
discussion waheya simple. Asabi Asaki Aringo bete ba ya na make us say I'm for send information so even Paga kwenye juman. Dana no mukas they had some challenges but they were cleared that was last week Wednesday.
It is never true. Because they don't have access to the system. The system belongs to GCNet.
But they have built their own system. Unipass follow the own system. And it's a single window here robust. And yes, a GCNet the no mube issue. And you need to money better no.
That is wrong.
Meba.
That is wrong.
Meba. Agency. Dear na unim fasa Unipass system now.
Okay. That's Miniaba. Customs all over the world. Omankasa Omamu system.
Okay.
The whole world, customs from the system, which is based on import and export processes. In the same way, say country A, now me export here to country B. Country B, or no import from me.
Okay.
Now, the processes are based on what? Business process, customs processes. Now, more automated systems. In terms of 202, government here now just okay, fine. May engage this net non-provided way platform. I bet to me, I integrate agencies are near customs. So here we answer and for I export to normal. Now in trade, the face of every country, the customs. Fine, baby, GCNet and anybody share. Let us say, from the very word go Nankasano, me assure send a government or how to automate your processes in yes.
Yes, a paper ne be
fi hono. GCNet has shown so many years. I'm sure no more any other government institutions and to me enkwesi bebia.
Okay.
Exactly na yeah dey West Blue Subai. West Blue Subai no. Ono Subai no na baby I expect say ohwe no. Okay, because you can single window. Single window no you won 2 types.
Okay.
Phase 1 near national single window.
Okay.
Na phase 2 near international single window.
Okay.
International single window no and no by map yeah customs no on be interface with their counterparts.
So customs be interface anything. Omo ni omo be di nkita ho.
Exactly.
E was system no so. Okay.
Country bia ye be import and ye be export akobia no. E che say ye betumi ni omo edi nkita ho. So but that system ni na first phase na nkasa no any national single window. And no na che say ye integrate your systems no. Agency standard boards in need those things at the end of the day no na che say baby see customs so answer na almost interface but over the years no I baby say I don't know say GCNet na almost any idea about that type of single window na and I say no my sheda say almost because of position na no mukuta ho because na I say GCNet no omo ankasa no omo manage declaration at the end of the day omo aso no omo manifest ships in the bar one now obeji manifest banka in actual fact say enya validation point.
Okay.
Meanwhile
so mujumadi any sing talk akra wom it is not as perfect as ya
no enya perfect kwa enya perfect leakages wom loopholes wom so internet say
and so omoji manifest no na di loopholes ne ba no
say meanwhile say manifest shape ba and I say me fan say okay you start say obi import no me fi America na normal no say omo import omo pass it through custom processes na
okay
do baby a customs dey akwa ship no
okay
the shape no honum na shipping line omo ne shipper no on sign a contract. In the bill of lading, a contract between the shipping line and the shipper.
Okay.
Now invoice, a contract between the buyer and the seller.
Okay.
In the customs, then any parking list and who way to show say, so normally they go shipping.
Okay.
So, until feko, until qua, sa data na dama shipping line no. Now qua, I say what the customs first.
Okay.
A honum country of destination. How customs na esa with the mom. But when we say position na GCNet no, omo place omo ho no. Those information data ne ba omo na omo je. And say omo dey am customs. Meanwhile customs ni customs to customs interaction.
Okay.
Exactly.
Say honum na we say the leakages ne ba no.
Madam, me say.
Leakages need to sense ah.
Trade missing voice.
And what you saying?
Classification say me fan say at the brand say on betumi asesa asesa HS code asesa so say price no
duty reduce no
exactly price no betumi reduce no ebi wo ho no ma omo tumi increase no
okay
omo increase no especially me fan say public procurement say government ama for contract na omo koto no mambre so ade na eteku a wa triple no.
Okay.
So what I say, what triple no.
Okay. International say GCNet and West Blue no na single window.
Debbie. Na yes single window. Also.
Na fe ni ade no mo ka say omo yes single window.
Yes single window. Baby omo wan someone no mo nim yes. Omo no mo nim baby leakages no. Me the year 2011, 2012. Na me started say me track over invoice.
Okay.
Besides GCNet say time ben no started so omo mention over invoice and how much over invoice simple omo nchi be every day under declaration need those and a peanuts na is a client agent omo special gift omo bet na hon omo kanya omo na they know
declaring agent omo ye
straightforward
yes.
There's no omo bet na hon omo kaka and a peanuts by importers na kasa omo nim ana GCNet na kasa omo nim big deals I was system.
Okay, so what I say Unipass no yes. And then the man who say yes and dear who sisia.
Unipass no sisia no ebema your customs any where other customs are interacting.
Okay, nti afi interface na eni ho no.
Exactly.
And beba.
Okay. Build this strong and robust intelligence desk. Meanwhile, apart from no ankasa no, other investigations behind the scenes as to the value. So what me I say?
Now meanwhile, or say Unipass na private. Nti customs for bemo here.
Oh, we no customs na only bibia.
Okay.
So what I say about na customs to customs. Because over the years now I say customs no more tom bet right among inspection companies ni other so GCNet ni West Blue need those things. Core functions no those people na here. Okay. Adekye na manifest ba shape the data ba echo GCNet one sana. The same GCNet omo ye face vetting. Declaration management. Okay. So what I say, into a touchy no ma. Bibia sisa. Okay. So what I say, or touchy bibia. Me person be kase me document me say 2011. Me started say me track procurement fraud or institutions.
Okay. My main call Mensa Thompson ansana mabaja Dennis ho na mensa na wo kase o enyanya adwuma no eno bidon for send we ama me say first I don't know how you call it ICUMs TVIs BOEs created and being sent to the bank, first live receipt from Paga, and then second TVI BOE then BOE bill, I don't know if it's bill of something in payments and receipts ena what send it ni nyina ama me nti this is the tax bill from GRA. Tax bill general into your person or say adene okay so we send the receipt to a GRA Unipass clearing bill payment receipt BBA was so importer's name is here, transaction date was 4th March 2020 1440 31 I say 240, then the amount is here, receipt number, bank reference number. And to me can say Unipass is not working.
Which system are they using? System being a Unipass you see.
Okay.
That is what we are talking about. What infrastructure is Unipass using? And you see, let me say
better than GCNet bet now say infrastructure near the more you see. I thought that these Koreans Oma build your system your BBA, and then they came to show it, did an exhibition, and me say way back in 2015. Honorable said take time. Crown omo be feasibility study any BBA. And see omo system ne dada of which my sister honorable Koku Kwatia can peace with Chairman General say even after 5 or 10 years and na be my system na be ye dia. Tie den na fe omo san ko use GCNet for day.
Me will letter be what say. This is a cabinet decision. Okay. From the economic management team. Okay. Cabinet decision. Or say transition of port system, the heading. Transition of port system, GCNet West Blues and Unipass Ghana Link services. Okay. Number 2 now. Or say 1. The Attorney General provides an opinion on the implications of terminating the GCNet contract, which expires in 2023. That means setting aside the GCNet West Blues contract, GCNet ends in 2023, West Blues ends in late 2020, end of 2020, has implications. The Attorney General,
that contract, information, and say this 2023 contract, normal first contract, and then the then outgoing minister sign this second contract. Then this government comes to say, na contract no, sign for fraud so. Okay, let us compensate them. And why are they in a rush? Not yet steady at the end of the so they balance the two. And I'm information and you're right. Yes,
we have built a system for close to 2 decades, which is one of the most enviable systems across the continent.
But what's your opinion? International trade experts. Or say enviable because any single window. And you want to mean detective baby, I'm for your kululu nefa. Now wait bet me a detective baby, I'm for your kululu fa.
But you see, in solving another problem, you don't dump the successes you've chalked to go and fix a problem which will lead to more financial losses to the state. Because at the end of the day, we are looking at the financial losses this deal is going to bring. Okay. And if you look at this whole...
Remember also of financial losses, no? So say, how are we going to lose a sika? Dennis, good say, we are afraid to me. Into ube to me a chain. Say, GCNet say na ye jumafa, Unipass say na ye jumafa. Ye wuni say na we beko.
when you about me that say I think say me first watch with you for the kind and sana me koso no me pese me correct some erroneous impression be a me nua creative wa
okay
na at least ETF for NTSC. Number 1 Ghana Link Unipass omuni tax exemption be a when they were clearing their data center equipment they paid the duty.
Yeah, sure.
You can cross
and
check.
they even have a data center.
I will even send you the declaration copy. I will send it to you.
Send
They
it
pay.
Okay.
So that is erroneous impression.
Okay.
Corrected. Number 2, if he's trying to tell us, also government instruction was that GCNet should transfer their infrastructure to Unipass. It's also wrong. They were to transfer, and also
okay.
They were to transfer the data. Trade data. It is not for the trade data does not own GCNet. Ghana buying there. It is for us.
Okay.
It is a bank has a transfer data no. Emma Unipass. A buying is not wrong because the data is not for you.
Okay. Into your software no near here. And
your machine they say
that software so you will be intellectual property. Into why property?
Data na property. Ghana buying there. Trade data be oh yeah adwuma mine, oh yeah vendor mine, but that information enyo there. Ghana buying there.
Okay.
Number 3, Osanka say if it's not broken, you don't fix it. It is wrong. Share. This is Minuaba. Oh, bas to black and white TV. Good so to be. Time I papa sana to color TV no black and white no na say. No. So if you need to improve something, it doesn't have to be broken before you
fix it. Okay.
I don't know. You per se improve it. You nkasa say you will be there, but you could name as of mine.
Okay.
It's maybe you do not per se improve.
It's more or less your software. But to be so developing an advanced one.
I know baby there. It's per se improve. It is a assertion na yomu no so no. Omo fan tonchen. Now, my educating viewers at least send a enrich the conversation in the public space.
Okay.
Where we've come from, maybe a free baby I be drew. When it comes to customs data management, customs documentation. In 1991, Emra Ghana here customs reforms. No? And Ghana G2 say where I collected data from between traders, freight forwarders, and customs. No, it is not good. In Tiakofa Bibi by a friend Askuda. Askuda no, it simply means automated system for customs data collection. That system no, a United Nations conference on trade and development.
Okay.
And a developer here. Netiane say ya sheshe computers be a good time bim. A friend computer room. Customs be printing forms be ama a friend declaration form. And no the call officer. Na wako type o the typewriter bobo in data na ohia no mini ema eba no we na wo nsuo milk wabo egu so. Uwi na wasesa sa paper ni nyina e de akoma custom e de tua audit. Now the akoma customs ye free baby face vet.
Okay.
Hon officers ni be hwe say ade na watchero no ne value no e pair na enye pair. Omo hwe bibi ewi a na fi ye de sa paper ni nyina akura computer room.
Okay.
Na computer room no capture data na e wo sa paper no so no. Omo wi a omo pay free. Now this are documents no. And na man na odi union. In 2002, and Aban said no. We are saying konenim. Sa paper and sensem bebre a. E bi obo big declaration kita na just okita odi go bag. Bebre. Enti ye ko enim no me kope vendor bi ama wabeboa me ama ye eliminate sa paper and sensem. E no ko fa GCNet buy.
Okay.
Enti GCNet buy the first generation of GCNet electronic data interchange no. Ye ba officer, o ye freight forwarder, na customs license so be adwuma. Computer ba ko isi office no na be install software no so.
Okay.
Sa computer ne pe na obetimi use any customs exchange data.
Okay. Na say who new officer na baby a den who to me nyashi.
Now ye ba enim na o masesa ye improve from sa stage you know improve ya my say a web based platform. Who be bia we asima for me phone me take kra metimi akọ onto the system send declarations and receive response bia obetimi. Okay. I know you're one vendor or no yet customs cargo and clearance management system a GCNet.
Okay.
Or no adwuma ba ko ye no. And na buying first na pre arrival inspection.
Okay.
Ansa na odo niam na be ba Ghana no. Aban appointed agency bi wa brochiri ho. Ah ba be hwe se niam na wo de ba no ne boy is saying ye de ba niam na the report na bra ban.
Okay.
Ye ba na nim na ban say da bi menye pre-arrival be say me destination enti niam na be duru krom ha ye wo agencies bi a wo do documents ni abekwa akomo no based on the documents no mo value niam no and e benya Ghana Link, GSL, BVAC, Webfontaine and ICS. So 5 companies win an 2016 fast forward Ghana buying say there be me person customs and kasa realize o mandate na valuation and classification. Okay. Customs ejuma eni sanki de mo bi ne aton sa right no ama nkrofo no mo ye and na bank of West Blue buy say West Blue be develop software bi mami computer abefo ne mane me na traders no any freight forwarders no omo documents na nka wo so omo de koma GS omo na ade no omo fa nguso omo de guso a custom officers better headquarters so normal hesa documents no normal their value normal classify and manama okay eno na edwuma West Blue inti ebenya vendors mienu okay inti hwa ba ko bo aban mane ye valuation okay ba ko bo aban mane ye cargo clearance and port management 2018 and they go for another vendor buy CTN Ghana obeti e betra ha ye hu de
ye kan CTN sa
ne CTN ye ne say eniama na sample na obeship free amanone no o export documentation ni nyina ne o receipts ne o invoices na load wo computer so wo ho o ship no enti ansa na ship no betu free ho no na Ghana ban ni niama na eba no ne ewom ne bo na duty obetu nyina enti say o 3 vendors okay omo nyina obi aye separate adwuma ene ma ban si say aban say bebi a medru no me komani 2015 ena the then finance minister open bid say ye pe kwan e be fa so a ye be ka sa vendors we nyina bom enye say we be start we be documents wa ko a odi free now dey abetu weso odi free now dey abetu weso na mom say we start wa ha bibia wo ho no we wi na ko one stop shop
and any single window
and no almost say almost shop around almost say Korea forward system bia eye adwuma pa almost started also and bibia also customs management no clearance system no administrative purposes no classification of bibia also okay into omo go for Korea for ne buy and no be need gap analysis for Ghana you omo visit all the entry and exit points in this country into omo tailor made omo system no to suit your conditions
okay Tenya say universal one, but ye betumi aye wo Ghana.
Any Unipass. Okay. It is say aban say nienka obede betu we so, o fa free na san dia betu we so, no akeka bom na dia betu we so no. That be me mamo one single platform. Mo de mo documents nyina bu so a aban agency bia o Ghana no, obe pick it from there. Obe start from there and you end from there. Okay. Aban kan boni.
Omo concern ni bi say
me be say me bo omo concern so say GCNet aban wo mu 35% shares minu aba obi ton na be kokko be de kwa obi ton na kokko be de kwa say me wo akokko a oto golden egg mami me say me koton then there's a reason GCNet software no West Blue software CTN software na nya aban dia wo nya ye dia anything I say omo pre say yes omo fa data mbra kra omo twetwe omo nan no. But software we are Ghana Link for ne QPAD for ne ye no. Solely owned by Ghana 100%. Almost you building software anyway after 10 years contract. Na Ghana customs a training crowdfund bet me take you over IT expert. Ya Jeffrey almost say dia. We do
contract anymore.
No more after 10 years. It's the first contract near 10 years.
But a contract ni na say ya no ne dey kan dada yen.
Minuaba. Na say o cannot the data I say emre no beso. What does it? The source code na ye creative software na ni bibia na ye wi a e Ghana bindia. Yanka sample yenso betime develop it. Say na Korea for no beto aman. Yenso akoto amobi. Aji huska.
Okay. Enya mama musa say so mo develop a software that change an be dia. Enya ye GCNet for data na dia ye den.
Meba trade data de wo hia. Time aban air destination inspection for no dey ama West Blue no. Oji trade data ni free mo no dey ma West Blue. Because you need it. Oh. And niema aba kroma, and niema dodo aba say sugar and type values you need that trade data. And that data is not for GCNet. And one me person this distinction. And you more there. omo computer and software na yo mo dia but that information na ebuso ne de e Ghana buying ye dia sovereign property.
Oh, okay, so it's not even the software ni ebuso.
Maybe the software
data all these years I know aye
ejuma no data now. Thank you fire de my ne emfama asumesi because say asumesi e na ebe use no ne dia ejuma.
In any case, oh here no so etimi de hu ne values or de be ye ne
because they are buying there.
Okay.
We don't need you who you say you know better ye treatment. Okay.
So what port honom no GCNet Unipass asha say ye adwuma.
Me be no so Unipass. Say GCNet the best start no. You started the whole Ghana. Me company. The first 100 companies omo ba tema ye select ye a trainee ye na me company ka. Even in tema ye select companies bi ye trainee mu wi na ye migrate moto so a na akofa foforo na ye trainee na ama sa na zi asha say. Before mobile tema almost at your exit point no mo call takrade because temane takrade is similar into the way I process documents no before be tema no I also try takrade.
Okay.
And the volumes in tema is huge. It is a new piloting or what you need to test your pulse in takrade before you move to tema. Sisi amino kasi hemele omo use Unipass. Paga you use Unipass, Kofi Bedu Chrome you use Unipass, Gono Chrome you use Unipass. Inti obi kase omu Unipass nye adwuma na ye mesre ya metwe.
Eye adwuma hyehyehye.
Minu aba ma send declarations about produce. We am producer crisis here. From the members ewo Gono Chrome, Paga ni omo use omo tua omo de ye adwuma.
Okay.
Aside head loads no, see omo use the temporary vehicle importation. Just say on all the countries exit points. Land, especially lands, no. Okay. You use Unipass well. And this will be kase Unipass in your juma. It's either on tiadi and ase. Because we have been in the freight industry for 20 years.
And can be with us say, okay, but so we don't for kasano. Omo say omo de year juma no. Feedback it is saying.
It is even a wonderful experience. Mamencho,
he's laughing. I don't know how to say.
Just last week, he's not in the industry. You won't even understand. In some America, not just last week, GCNet Ghana Link wrote to our chamber and invited us to their setup. They have a call center which is housing about 20 people, receiving complaints. Facing challenges. You call. It is live. They have a technical support center which has about 20 people. Every technical issues they are handling. And
okay.
You see, we should not limit the issue to GCNet West Blue. We should look at the interest of Ghana as a country.
So interesting notion or say the HR contracts so and share ya na judgment data ba.
Remember no sumini aba. GCNet, the West Blue do not have a contract with government of Ghana. Yes. Omo contract no yes signed for 2 years from 2016 into December 2018 na I end. And our buying car say ye mamu 2 years so 16 to 2018 mu wi a ye be my friends value for money audit.
Okay.
Na ya say edwuma na mo ye no mpo ehia na ehia.
Okay.
Ye 2018 we na buying hu say oh na mo ade amoye no mpo mo nya ade fufuro bia. I say documents na first na nke sesa e de ko ma Ghana Link GSL ne bivac no eno akeke na mo change na mo de ato internet so enti scanning mpo na yetu ama mo no I say ehun she dan yan because ye nya obi obenya single window papa man ya ye be start end to end. We wouldn't even spend money paying you for that software. Enti aban yesterday no contract no but because then na aban ni Korea for no nya wie or mo negotiation it so they hang around until say may me set up baby.
Until no hang around and then contract extension.
I say okay ye name I say this my example time West Blue na kasa take you over no destination inspection companies no ye will transition period until FCVRB na why warm hotter than no you can still use it until say West Blue take it over fully.
Okay.
In just say from now on from that time no contract na expire no as a transition period. O de ye mfa ni me mu na mfa nye ye adwuma na take you over fully. Yambra GCNet. Minu aba. Me dey say contract or contract say simple dey mfa me because mine is the operationalization of your freight ni your trading system.
Okay.
But because what can make be. Omo contract. Na contract na be end 2018. 2016. we have 2 years o anka o contract and there was say aban hwe say ye be value for money audit ni ahwe say ade na wo ye no po papa say extend am contract ni and there ni asan sa year na wo 2 years waiting no ya ma 5 years contract be.
So I heard time I mean research maybe say and this is what I was told.
Now you are telling me that customs law, no say customs law, it gives the power to manage the port to the finance ministry. It's
a contract which almost signed in the Ministry of Trade.
Trade Ministry 2016 almost signed contract extension for GCNet. No, na sir customs law now can no
act in the team
that.
Okay.
And we still work with it. You cannot take the Ministry of Trade
outside. But mistake, you know.
You cannot take the Ministry of Trade. You cannot take the Ministry of Trade out freight and trade. Everything about trade in this country falls under the purview of the Ministry of Trade.
I was thinking so.
Everything about trade falls under their purview.
And maybe tax collection. Ministerial responsibility.
Thank you. Tax collection. And the Ministry of Finance for Ejuma Sikaje, but any trade facilitation, trade documentation, no. So he's getting it wrong.
Okay, he's not in the industry. Agency, Papa Nsia, mo amudu money edi amansan so de nyina no ye hu se bi mo aya amana yeye. Nti epese esu omo na aban timi tuatua ne ntokuro na ne nsa aka sika so nya no de aya kwan ni so na mai. Nti in international trade mo no say aban say give me the data no eye ne kwan so ana sa trade data na enti o say the
customs
Papa GCNet for already asepa Thompson can say GCNet for say no yen farmer mo no.
Oh, so data need there say government there. Customs there. Nankasa na mcho say over the years your customs na say blame on. Omo conscience ma say special because your core functions of customs operations are. Omo na so omo ye. Na me wa no wa source ni na ma individuals are say na beba no. Na nyame che say maybe I can about 2015 na say tekwe year we. Say tekwe okofa Unipass buy na omo person omo implement WCO data model. World Customs Organization data model.
Okay.
No. And mama every customs the whole world. So we implemented that system now. We be global network customs.
Okay.
GNC. And we nature say globally say we transact business. We could have every information that's binding origin information that mutual advance assistance such as those petty things will be information from the source of transaction. Until we Unipass for no buy no nanka omo na sa contract no omo cancel ye. Where's Blue
2015 omo be feasibility study na say no omo bank.
Oh no omo say ba me so buy obehwe system na ansa na waba. Such as o ba obehwe system na ansa na waba. Until e ba ansa na omo ni West Blue ba be shemu. By natural fact no Korea for nankasa no omo implement this WCO data model. Our software we use so their friend FX.
Okay.
Any official WCO, that's World Customs Organization. Omo way. Omo be why no. Sa we no software no we use and never was single window I complete.
Okay.
Because single window there company be put to me use single window.
Okay.
Because so person automate systems na we papers in. But the most important thing to trade in say your customs be to me interact with their counterparts.
Country exactly. For baby I importing your money.
Into which say Korea for no omo implement this WCO data model.
Okay.
Normal am customizing no to suit them omo operate for some years. Until you can't say those years in Nanka, ye we no say ye try say ye allow Unipass money be ma. And cause our problem see na ya solve because me from the very word go na me say GCNet European enough GCNet that company me tia me name court 2011 2012 na me year investigations about procurement fraud for Bitco. Could you believe say transformers 14 or motoy chobo that's where $4 million many Ghana Integrity Initiative na ye petition ye sa letter we na e be the office of the president atamas table so Mahama buy or Baba 2 year. But just because almost form company nankasa from their office. Oma no form company no mo
GCNet for no.
Nya me cho say na say na wo exactly na che say na eduma ben na wo na wo face vetting. Wo je we nti na che say you should be able to identify trade misinvoicing, over invoicing. Ya card there no. Meanwhile no document.
But what studies are Unipass system we are obetumi aka say and obetumi identify that trade misinvoicing.
Unipass bar first omo the CTN kan ho. Me petition president against the implementation of CTN. Because OSHA system now, maybe a CTN by Beshan, nature says, problems, trade misinvoicing, no. Africa, ne by because shipper, no, why your documents in Navy, invoice to Mrs. Invoice value, or best, me, or to me send me, them, me to me at touch it, back, now, or Nankasa, Massamano, now, or the aqua, this are no man.
And then a war Unipass, the anymore, and my Timicasebe, Chiasa, Tukun.
Near woman say the moment over shipping no money. Sa data no trade data na manifesting ne packing list need those things. Yeah, the ama your friend say the ama ship no. The same information no your customs to bet me age.
Okay.
Direct. Until before I was shipping no be do no. Now already no you could test information. Until wo important no the moment I would do document bet no. Now already near information ya validate ya say any baby I worship because worship normal customs be inspect you be pass it through standard board nti eba ne sana ebe facilitate trading poor here say afa na ye twe kokoshe scanner need those things no so what I say nti customs to customs ye can end to end na
one the ma wani je ho pa
customs to customs na chese chobo bia ntimi
na say the obaba be she mfimfini bia ye
yi we fim
obi so she ho na nchobo tie
exactly shape no could you believe say shape see yen interface custom yen interface with shipping lines no omo obi bia friend manifest correction so manifest correction no na chese normal na to free port of shipment na eba no epono so no document to me sisa document no ebetumi asesa because shipper no betumi any shipping line na akasa without the consent of the customs this information in my shipping line so what you say it's eba ne sa na changes be mo wo ba ha no ma affect government revenue
okay ma minti eja tom say
me aba
se uti anache se de na nkai wo boya me ate ase se GCNet nem se ono ye single window no sa ono se onye single window.
No, many
it's Unipass momu na this single window no ba.
Single window no nche say no vendor cannot be on the system. Single window che say you run the port with one single system. And you can have other vendors on it.
Single system, but one kasa na running from end to end. Until obi ma mechem na onya kwan create some
about these technical difficulties you see at the port. I think say my co-panelist Akasa Bebre, the man from Ghana Integrity Initiative. Yes, we want to solve a problem.
Yeah.
But the solution that we are preferring, if we don't take care, we'll create further problems for ourselves. Because Timin can say yes, solve a problem. Now, because of problem, you see solving, you know, you deplete government of Ghana's interest in this whole arrangement. Afei, the charges are this airline. Me co-teacher or no. The airline tells you or regulates how much port the charges that should be charged by GCNet. It is stated in the airline.
Okay.
0.45%.
Not necessarily GCNet. By service provider.
The contract. No, the airline mentions GCNet.
Now, why did the airline mention this? I don't know. Purchase affable. So, better system. Yes, see, any GCNet na atwa basa community onu dey yense sane da.
Until person was sana, where do you go back to? You go back to Parliament. You cannot set any tariff regime without Parliament. They say this Unipass.
But the only person that can set tariff regime is president. Our pony be a finance minister.
Subject to parliamentary approval.
Exactly.
Enti hefan omede sa deal require parliament ayante mo hwe. Sa your friend say tariffs na Unipass for be charge no. Which parliament approved that tariff? Because in the airline, it states clearly.
It wasn't taken to Parliament.
No.
Then a better than executive approve contract.
No. You see, yeah, why would the Ministry of Trade sign an agreement? Now, the letter to commence business will be signed by the Minister for the Senior Minister. In what capacity the Senior Minister write?
Or a cabinet member. The Minister of Trade, no, not only a cabinet member. So we are all governing the nation. Nti se mini ho awe wo asemasi no obenten wo nti ye na ya meeting ya te ase this system will run, this thing will go. And remember that senior minister or ye ejuma from the presidency.
Yes, mini abati me ba ho. You see, me di kan ka say airline no e the revenue ne sa no man nyina e hye finance minister nsa. Mo say trade into trade facilitation there, yeah, the Ministry of Trade and Industry can ho a
Yeah.
Where in the Constitution does the Constitution talk about the senior minister? In all this, into trade facilitation and revenue collection, two main areas that are affected by this Unipass deal. Into the finance minister, at least, Obetimaka said, in terms of revenue generation, here is covered. The trade minister will say, okay, trade facilitation. Where is the role of the senior minister?
So your problem is the one that signs.
Yes, Then you see, you do who as of mine. If you look at this schedule, termination and compensation, Unipass for year juma ma yenhunu ye. Enhunu ejuma mo beye the difficulties they are going to have, whether the system they are going to build, whatever they are going to do is going to be better than GCNet. They can share contract and they say within 1 year, the terminating contract now. You better compensate Unipass $92.97 million.
But we're investing so much.
No, but you must be sure what you're entering into. We're investing so much. Now say one on Bayano, is not good. It's not helping the system. Now say you terminate here. You can say because of that, Intino. Now Omanya Juma year. Because of this termination clause, Sika you be to your mom Intino. It's the same thing with the GCNet. Contract may expire. You say, now contract may expire. Any more extension. It's still a contract.
But I heard that it's the first contract, no, not expire.
There is no law that says a contract no expire, you can't renew it. There's no law that says that. That says no, there's no law that says say contract no expire.
Okay.
You see, we have a system to protect. And there are a few questions I'm person me na Ghana 40 years in a year no.
Okay.
The edikan Adena Ghana buying. Even if we want to fix the system, Adena yen trying the existing arrangement with GCNet, you know, encore into expiration.
Brad, Nasano, if
they have been doing it for a while.
Hold on, they have been doing it for a while because you new system provider.
No?
So now new system provider with an advanced technology. Now say also you say almost time no expire. After expire, even 1 hour now a day or a port.
But the same
how will it be for the nation?
Compensation at the GCNet for no. So you could just come so could dikwa. Abro munye jume bia for compensation.
I see.
Afei, you say, your friend is saying, what's Bruce Minu and Dennis? I've been following him for a while. In fact, the introduction of any new arrangement at the port, this my brother has been against it.
Okay. And so now, if he's for it, doesn't it tell you something?
It tells us what? So he must tell us his interest.
Oh!
I didn't because
I'm looking at the larger picture. We are looking at the big interest.
No, but why? Maybe. Why has it always been against all the introduction of new systems at the port? Now when Kwade,
thank you, man. Okay.
I think he's not in the industry, so he's not abreast, and his information is limited.
Okay.
Obusa say Adekye Nsroma senior minister na sign. Let me correct him and educate viewers. Cabinet, FRA, all the vendors, including GCNet, Unipass, West Blue, so Obia embed demonstrating the system, no, and how strong and comprehensive it is. Na cabinet in taking decision. After cabinet meeting, no more demonstrating BBA and a cabinet selected Unipass. And then cabinet set up a subcommittee to look into all the technical issues and the arrangements, chaired by the senior minister. So if you don't know, that is where the senior minister's involvement is coming from.
Okay. Intention so science.
Oh, sorry,
senior minister, but because or your chairman of
the subcommittee set by cabinet
and to make recommendations to Parliament. To make recommendations to cabinet. To make recommendations to cabinet.
No. That was not what
we are working with the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The Constitution says that.
Mpu Ne Mpu until you expect sebano. Into that to what politicians on
Thank you. Cabinet never said subcommittee move here recommendation for Parliament. No.
Okay.
You set a subcommittee no mamencho onkofo na.
But ordinarily you take committee we are committee we na adwuma ye den.
Or reporting cabinet. Okay. That is why cabinet gave the approval to this contract.
Cabinet never gave up. Where is the cabinet approval? Oh. This is a decision note from cabinet.
You see,
where is the cabinet approval?
Mr. Thompson Pachok, kindly on you we are member.
Those who were on the cabinet subcommittee,
okay.
The finance minister, the trade ministry, there are technocrats within the ministries, both finance and trade were there. Customs division, they took senior ministers, and I can mention about 3 of the senior officers, their names. Mr. Emmanuel Ohine Mantekujo, who is the deputy commissioner in charge of policy and planning, was part of this committee.
Okay.
Ghana National Information Technology Agency, NITA, Ghana Information Technology Agency, was on this subcommittee. And this subcommittee met Unipass and their software developers to iron out all side differences.
Okay.
Recommendation come at cabinet. And okay. Cabinet go ahead. You think if cabinet has not given go ahead, the ministry would, finance will engage them. Letter no was coming from the economic management team. Okay. That was before a cabinet setting committee.
Okay.
But he's forgetting that members of the economic management team, minimum 4 is on cabinet. The vice president, who is the chair of the economic management team, is on cabinet. The finance minister is on cabinet. He's a member of the economic management team. The senior minister is on cabinet. He's a member of the economic management team. The trade minister is a cabinet minister and he's a member of the economic management team. Until you say, they wouldn't raise it at cabinet.
Okay.
Mami San correct another erroneous impression created say GCNet 4G 0.45. Yes, 0.45. Where's Blue funds 1% of CIF? With this current arrangement, when you finance for my RTS and they say, charging 0.7. Isn't it cheaper? Isn't it cheaper?
Which one is cheaper?
Which one is cheaper? My main Samba termination.
Cancer figures, maybe.
Or no quote 0.45. Say West Blue GCNet service fee or more.
Okay.
Or no quote here. Destination evaluation and classification. So we are charging 1% of CI.
Okay.
What the 1% can 0.451 and 1.45.
1.45.
With the arrangement that Unipass the service fee is 0.70.
It's not true.
Let's say no one.
It's not true.
That is what
it's not true.
So who any other figure? Tell
true.
Us.
It's not true.
If you have any other figure apart from what the finance ministry is saying, he should tell us.
It's not true.
Now, mami ko
okay,
termination.
So for akle niama. O ma kle bia ma wo hu bia na service fee yes
Member back to
Principal didn't send me.
Member back to termination of contract.
Okay.
Also, when TSA said the actual contract, say after a year terminated, you will see a compensation.
Yeah.
It is the same thing in GCNet's contract. In every contract, because any panel ever involving money in building up an infrastructure.
Yeah.
And it is our building infrastructure, and we are now say 1 year now. Maybe
investing until there should be some sort of cushion or assurance.
Contract you catch us expire. We answer the best and you bear value for money audit. That is what happened to West Blue. Even though near amount contract, see after 2 years no, you bear value for money audit. You have value for money audit. Near who say you boka and they now they are banning for so anyone. We are at liberty to leave.
Okay.
Young say, but you can say or yeah, and say 1 year you free man. You also compensating because we are investing money. Now, also Busa say Argentina say contract expires, extended.
Yeah.
It's common law. What mama contract say a juma way
common law because Ghana is common law right, but we have other and now say you too technical anyway a common sense common law.
Mama contract say o contract be end December we are member be value for money audit member say juma na we no ayeye then why for so be na menya ho that time ni ndru ye menya value for money audit no na me say extend am. What you must say?
Okay.
As a mason, would the simple example. What my mason you say Sidan could do lentil. A dino on sindru lentil, who we possess in San Wejuma Efa, or say, me the roof in it as account.
My memory agency, say, I'm funny, say, change, so okay, I'm a GCNet for a omo time on song. Na se yen renew contracts na yen na omase. Na fe yen introduce Unipass na. En kebe kosi yen na.
Ah, me say kapa ya bo GCNet in se won. Me the system na me show. Me say system ne nye. So what you
system e dia ye adwuma sa.
So ka say ya me cho say nya na me cheo leakage se wom.
Okay.
Sika ye ehwe asoman aye na ma ye bobo bosia. So what you say?
Okay.
Say GCNet say to me plug sa loopholes ni na wo be hu sika baba e ho so hu hwe nyame chon say CTN ni a omo ka so me petition here me copy even office of the special prosecutor me copy Yoko yes Ministry of Way edu baby na office of the vice president omo frame me omo say okay Yame me try bani those things me claim say me trade intelligence ni those things me prove to technical people from West Blue ade any aminu any technical people ba Jubilee House or conference hall na me slot in a pen drive me tell am accept here say we have to go to our customs me tell mo bibia leakages in those things it me tell say West Blue me tell say 3 billion global financial integrity I'm dey every year as at 2017 and your friend trade gaps okay so I say could you remember say
but that trade gaps you know why na manaba
my example for export okay sometime the vice president Baumia call Dubai okay so your excellency every year biano I am say last year say you import to about 7 billion worth of gold from your country so babe check here na say na 2 billion say 3 billion it's a difference no him yen ka say difference 5 billion na say na nkofo but tax na say nkofo tia na exactly say wo and for export keke say wo until all those petty things under declaration and mpo nka ho until 3 billion na you lose as at 2017 say to me plug us loopholes na ebeba to government coffers.
And you think that GCNet any West Blue ni omo maka wo no omo ntimi plugging that
there be a where there Nyamechon say where the more munti omo I didn't a long time no GCNet omo me implement World Customs Organization data model so what you say they know it so also your technical brain for customs there you should know all these things so what me I say
it's
where there no do about
GCNet
oh my boy me na make catch up yes
e kan juma ni hye ye ho e kwan da onti ye hwe say ye be rap apa but ye gusu na no say GCNet fo ahoma no to mo ba ye be ma mo kwan na ye ti
obomidin say any policy bi aban di baby ya me oppose adentina we dey me support ka o so busa ne ho say omo so a de bia no omo oppose no aden na se dey omo se ye pa mama ma classical example
some mo ache
GCNet eba ye resist bi enso ene ebi mu se ne na omo resist no eno na ye pa me entache West Blue eba me resist on humanitarian grounds because I thought say now you have 5 destination inspection companies omo employing for about 1,000 inti se ugu omo adwuma the amani paba kwa and a banchiri mu say the interest of this country is supreme than the Sankro 4,000 or your for 22 million or crew your interest was saying nipa 1,000 and me interest opeso busa me say my interest is the interest of Ghana and the interest of freight forwarders and traders in Ghana.
More freight forwarders ya na minimum problem ade ba ye yenti say importers and exporters kasa yenti say importers kasa say yempe ade na ebe ha ye omusu na omukita niama na osika na omde niama nko mu de mu ya dantem fo ohwe na yimi niama ma but musu mu be giesi mu bu na no bisa me aminu abe ma ke odi say ade na sa ban de ade e ba mu freight forwarders no mu be say ade na mo yesa
Entina mefa akonya so asre me nua freight forwarders. Already there's a impression be about say freight forwarders they are crown for. It's not true. But say resist a buying changer. Eya na ye fuel ya mankrofo aka say we say change na be block you sika intina. But then tisa ye freight forwarders enya crown for. We are partners with customs in revenue collection and mobilization.
Okay.
Ye na ebo aban no. But say aban the BBB ba na entiase ebi wo ha entiase no na nhede ni ho ebi ana stakeholder consultation ni nhede anko yi but enye say you resist make sure me nuanu mo so mo entiase
we involve mo
of course Unipass enye na start you as say yeah can say as Unipass no ya na esi no. It's been around for more than 2 years.
Feasibility study in 2015. I thought so more koi.
My stakeholder engagement be just that intiasiana shut down koi. Intimesre minianum. I say yempe no. You critique ya wa ya be onokwa. Ye nya frɛ onokwa. Na just say bibi aband bibi onokwa on the obeka sompe. Esa egu ye hu fi. We should rather engage government and understand the issues.
Okay.
And I'm also essential for get people, seasoned people who have been in the industry for a long time and understand we've seen the birth of Askuda and death of Askuda. So seeing the birth of GCNet and its death is nothing new. We saw the birth of the destination
after 10 years, you bet
thank you. So say once freight forwarder our operations because I say kobobo
no but say freight forwarders and so ebi adenti amo kono madwen me say mo ko ama importers no bia omo nti technicalities na say enti mo ko ama omo na ya mo ko mo ko cheche mu che say ade ya e ba adenti aye kono e say ni say importers na they aware
yeah chimba they explanatory listen aban na say me the STC na collecting me duty
okay
say me who say STC e kwan nim makofa VVIP aba enne so eno na ise me de beji me duty wo a wo ye kaya yo na wo so anema na ko mu no wo se adentina wo de VVIP aba
Thompson Mensa no betimi a chase yes Ejamensa
important nkasa
finally
yes Ejamensa
sa Unipass deal a rip-off it's a total rip-off
and found it said you almost say be ejuma
there's the challenges in the system or quoting is not the basis for this contractual arrangement that you need Unipass for koyen.
It's two different things. System no ye robust. E betimi aye adwuma no. Se mpo se kabe mu a e bi e benya faso afi system no usage mu because e be block loopholes am ye dia kotua ye ka. Anansa system ne nye. Ananso say e bi a who show judgment debt as a concerned citizen no who show judgment debt. Ntini ye ma GCNet for no hosa.
Losses to the state cannot make up for leakages no more can. Financial losses and
I don't want to say just say omubebo yen kapa.
Nambo Edwada, you be a press conference on this Unipass deal.
ASEPA for
yes.
But I should ask you, ASEPA full meaning then?
Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability.
Okay. What is Musumo interest? Because Ghana ne why bet yes civil society for Musumo manuti mu bi asemu ya yen kohwehwem.
Corruption.
Okay.
Corruption, public accountability.
But agency answer from Ghana Integrity Initiative. You see, mama ye confused so.
Yeah, but you see, enutina I was say you journey on mine no. Because me angle na take this whole Unipass deal from now.
Okay.
My boss from GII also taking from the other angle. He is more concentrated on blocking the leakages. But I'm also looking at
that not a buying focus.
Yes, yes.
Say, but I mean, still, a turn also a man for
we can block those leakages without this Unipass deal. This Unipass deal is not the only option to block those leakages.
What could have been the alternative?
There are several alternatives that government could explore.
Give one or two.
Yes, with Unipass.
With Unipass?
Yes, sorry, with
and that's why mine is using Unipass.
Sorry, with GCNet.
Okay.
There are several other alternatives that government can explore. So what I say, and for those leakages as a benchmark to front this rip-off arrangement is going to cause a lot of financial loss to this country.
You
and probably
not said a lot
debt.
of financial loss, you know. Now my question is, we wrap it up. Say, Unipass, you know, ebe blocking leakages. Said you can't say the opinion kind agency kind but we should look beyond leakages. And I say, look beyond leakages. Ni yensha hefa.
We're
going to lose revenue. Because a blocky leakages, how are we going to lose revenue?
Because government's interest.
Okay.
Government's interest in GCNet, which also give us additional revenue, is being depleted. Afei, your friend is saying, your friend's exemptions for Unipass. It's also going to lead to revenue losses. And if you want to address...
But I thought Dennis said there is no tax exemption.
There are tax exemptions.
I thought Dennis said there is no tax exemption.
I also have the this thing here.
Okay.
The issues that are there could be solved without this whole arrangement. That is the point I want to emphasize.
Right.
It's a total rip-off, and it's similar to the AGM Petroleum Agreement. GNPC stakes in Esploco was depleted. Buying holdings in other state entities here. We are depleting all government holdings in those entities, which fetch government additional money.
Difficult to believe because a whole piece FM so can't say buying rather will make gains.
It's not true.
Nah, 100%. Mark his words.
It's not true.
100% are buying.
He's lying.
As in
the minister is lying, Peter.
So, okay, move on to KJBY. Agency, I am point. Okay,
fight corruption.
Okay.
Seriously, say making sure say Unipass deal way go through because me Martinechi from 2010 2011 will be so be a trade intelligence expert me a sniffer dog or customs way no be leakages will be no minimum Inti say young Ghanaians here
system no Unipass dey so akwohwe man hu say we check
madam na make sure say me steady minimum software crowd mo use
so why say
my software mo use almost me expert wo me area then Marcel software mo use
Mr. Thompson na pilot no mo ye no nya software no mo use pagane takwa de honom na lubo hono
it's been there with a number of challenges.
And here system integration. I know after normal starting. I'm join wires.
Mama agency anu.
So into me say person fight corruption. Bad ya. Yeah, mama government implements it. Can be bia.
Okay, agency, thank you. Yes,
but I believe say Munia he's not being fair to cabinet and the government at all. So cause a rip-off.
It's a cabinet
in Kwalana or cabinet. The number one gentleman of this land is the head of cabinet, and we have seasoned ministers there, so you cannot say are they a cabinet approved.
Maybe I found a blind side.
Maybe
I found a blind side. Maybe I'm not number one gentleman.
Yes, you are moving the arguments from intellectual system issue into something else, which is wrong.
No,
because we are here to educate.
No, there's a precedent.
We are here to educate.
There is a precedent
on the system, not about.
But there is
or they call into politics, which is wrong.
What is the politics?
I thought he's a civil society person. On your politician.
It's a rip-off. If it is a rip-off, because I'm from civil society, I shouldn't say it's a rip-off.
How can you say a system that
I have read the contract and my understanding, it's a rip-off.
Then your understanding is wrong. Or your understanding is limited. Maybe an understanding is limited because onim trade and freight. So I forgive him. He does not even understand the system at all.
Okay, to move on, personal.
For now, when I make a traders, freight forwarders, they say, listen, we survived these destination inspection companies. We have survived West Blue. We have survived GCNet. So why can't we survive Unipass? Ours is the operational effect of how we clear cargo from the port. Mr. Yet the any how are you near free how I documentation. And if this one we ebema aye comfortable and convenient for us, why are we fighting? Say we ebema the cost nimpo are cheaper, I'm a trader now. Why are we fighting? We should rather educate the public for them to understand. Say we ebeboa on my money na enjoy as a man for pushy agenda bimu it won't help all of us. It won't help all of us.
Yo, any abusian for mama yan fa no said bese panico ni ha ba ye de bremo said ye tie sika no fen no nti omo fo aso say Unipass ne beboa ma aban tietie ntokro any abone e wo to agigye mu na ne saka sika esese onya na odi abakua Ghana ho bra enu awadwen won say Unipass no de eye na nso nke wo say aban to ne bo ase na ema omo dada no so dwumadi besi ansa ananso se enka we mu betumi aye meko samba akukam na so ba no akwa adwani so obi software de obi ade ye ma no ye ema ni si so se de otumi ye no nanso ni nyina no ye gya mamoa mo na mbetumi agyaagye owura wote mensa ebenkum so pe no owura yaw nsia wo ye international trade expert and also a member Emma Ghana Integrity Initiative and at your titua Uraya Unsia so no Era Dennis Amfosifa or no a Chamber of Freight and Trade President, Chamber of Freight and Trade President and I war the Otuano year Ura Mensa Thompson Ura Mensa Thompson Executive Director Emma Sepa ono susu se senka eyempa enke wosa ban etone boase anhwe ya odi kabeba nti ye de enimu an se ye de abremu kwame nkwa be kamonfa medi e de yakrama nyame yadoma ochina memenda ye critical issues and vim lady efiokua e de ebebremu anopa idi Adekye Nsroma ye ma monihwe na wotwini nyina piao yakram.